Hello, second grade. Welcome to Writing Workshop. So yesterday, you did a really good job on your leads. I actually saw some of the work you did. I saw a lead that started with dialogue. I saw a lead that really paid a lot of attention to the setting and making us feel and see what you were seeing. And today, we're really going to get into the heart of your narrative piece, and that's when we're going to draft that middle 2 pages. This is where we're going to really make sure that our characters come alive with our details, talk, action, and strong words. So friends, this is the elaboration and the development part of your checklist. And we're going to kind of combine both of these targets at once. But I am going to space it out onto today and tomorrow on Thursday, because today I really want to focus on providing details that we might not have known that were in your head, but you're making sure that we see them as well. And I wanted to spend some time reviewing how we use quotes in our dialogue. So let's go ahead and talk about and review how to use quotes, okay, when you're putting dialogue into your piece. So what can dialogue do? Why do we use dialogue? Well, friends, dialogue makes the story more real. You know, I can't think of one story that I would be telling where people were not talking and moving in the story. So friends, we want to actually hear the conversations you are having with your family members or your friends or whoever you're telling a story about. We want to make sure that story just feels more real. You know what else? Dialogue helps the story kind of unfold kind of in that timeline of first, then, next, last. We can kind of see it play out like a movie. We can see the story unfold with your dialogue. It also teaches the reader more about your characters, and you'll see that in my piece today. It'll show how characters get along, and it'll even show kind of the mood of the story. So friends, remember your dialogue tips to make your writing stronger are these. You need to choose really important and memorable dialogue, friends. Dialogue and conversations that are going to reveal characters and reveal the storyline. I, in my piece, decided not to use a lot of dialogue like, "Hi, how are you doing?" I want to use dialogue that really gets to the heart of what was going on in my story, the action. We're going to use quotes and a comma to separate the talking from the dialogue tag. We'll review that right now. And we're going to actually choose a mood with our strong verbs. So, you know, when we're talking about something that someone said, yes, we can always use the word said, but these are some stronger verbs than said. We could use a verb such as demanded, or whispered, or asked, or whined, or shouted. These are all dialogue tags. So let me show you again how we're using quotes, and let me think of a good one. Oh, you know what? I have one. So this is something that was surprising to me today. Liam said that he can't wait to go back to school. What? So let's go ahead and write exactly what he said. And I start with a quote, can't wait to go back to school. That's what he said. And he said it in a pretty normal, calm, telling voice. So I'm going to put a period. And I'm going to end that quote, because inside the quotes are what he said. I'm going to separate the quote from the dialogue tag, telling how he said it, with a comma. And, you know, it was kind of an announcement. It was kind of surprising to us that even high schoolers miss school too. So I'm going to say, I can't wait to go back to school, Liam announced. because it was a little surprising. And then I'm going to end this whole sentence. So you can see I used the quotes around what he said. I separated the quote from the dialogue tag, Liam announced, with my comma. So friends, when you're going to go and start writing today, remember, don't just start writing. We're going to look at that Post-it note that you had planned what that part was going to be about, and I want you to think further about the details that you want us to know, the talk, the action. So I actually planned out the next page. You remember that my next page was going to be about putting on the ski equipment when I was going skiing for the first time. And so I remember my brother actually running up to ask my parents if I could go skiing. Then I remember how that vest felt and how the skis felt when I was putting them on. And I even remember some of the commands or the lingo I had to use to tell the boat driver that I was ready. So let me show you what I came up with. And here it is. This was yesterday's. I'll fold up and here's today's. Okay, so at that very moment, Mr. Buckmiller grinned and shouted over the motor, "Well, do you think you're ready to ski?" I looked at my brother, who was already racing up to the house, pleading, "Mom, Dad, can Amy go skiing? Can she? Can she?" Friends, do you see Liam moving? Or I'm sorry, my brother moving. That wasn't Liam. I didn't just say my brother went up to the house. He raced up to the house. And can you see kind of the mood that was happening there? "Mom, Dad, can Amy go skiing? Can she? Can she?" The next thing I knew, I was in the water with a ski vest so big that the armpits were rising above my head. And it's funny, friends, sometimes when I have a conference with you, you actually tell me these little tidbits that I would not have known unless you put it on the paper. You would not have known that that ski vest was so big, it was actually starting to rise above my head. You need to write those details. When I finally wrestled my feet into the slippery boots or ski boots and grabbed the tow rope, Mr. Buckmiller said, see, comma, here's what he's saying, "Just say hit it when you're ready." "Hit it," I said with a loud but shaky voice. So friends, I tried as much as I could to get details that were in my mind and conversations that I remember. They were vivid in my mind that I still remember this from when I was 9 years old. Those are the conversations you want on your paper to make sure that your reader feels like they were there with you. So today, I tried to bring my characters to life with details, talk, and actions. I chose strong words, not went, strong words, raced, wrestled, strong words to help the reader picture my story. Have a great day of writing, friends.